And then just a little bit further around, you got the Yabba Hill, or the Doug.
Oh, Nelly again. Good delivery, good first up ball.
Well, he speared that in, hasn't he? Bowling with a great deal of pace just after lunch. Just spears this one in.
And that's that gap I was speaking about. Plenty of runs down on the onside. Hodge just prepared to pick up 2. Nice shot. Punched that one through the covers. It was right up there. And comes back for the 3rd run. A good shot, good confident start by Brad Hodge.
Yeah, it was a lovely shot, just over pitching Brett Lee. Taking full toll of that. The ground just quickened up slightly. Didn't quite time it as well as he would have liked to have.
It must have lost its taste. Yes, I must admit I was a PK man. Don't know if you can still buy them actually.
In those little packets. Okay.
Still got a few of them at home. Bit tough these days. You're likely to break a tooth as Brad Hodge picks up a couple. This is good batting, good battle between these two. The young fellow who wants to take him on, you can see that. It's in Hodge's blood that he hates to be restrained.
See what Cookie can do. It's back cut, it should run for 4, it does. Lovely shot. He looks happier against the quicks, doesn't he, Brad Hodge?
Yes, he's had some problems during the course of his career with slower bowling. South Australia, I know, he used to open the bowling with Peter McIntyre when Hodgie was moved up to open the batting to expose that weakness that he had in his game. But when the ball's coming on, he can be a very good player, and that was a nice shot.
Of course, there's other games going on around the country, and they look like results being there. Queensland, Tasmania, South Australia are playing well at the moment as well. So there he goes. And that was the one he was looking for, and he's got it away really well, Brad Hodge. Beautifully played. Uses his feet very well indeed. Got right to the pitch, smashed it through the offside. So you could sense something was going to happen. That was it. Down he goes, right to the pitch. And beautifully struck, picked out the gap. No one moved. Yes, it's the angle going across. Slip comes into play very much for Mark Waugh, who's not a great spinner of the ball. And that's well
nice
played.
Shot.
Yes, it's a beautiful shot. And he really got well back into his crease, gave himself plenty of time. Just too short on that occasion. You see Brad Hodge giving himself lots of room. He gets right back, picks out the gap.
He's got to concentrate here, see if he can get 6 in a row. Just a bit short, he's got that away. The 6th ball syndrome, we call it. You bowled 5 good ones and just relax maybe. 4 runs. Driven through the offside, lovely cover drive. I don't think it'll go all the way. Nathan Bracken. 3 runs.
And 50 for Brad Hodge. Well played. Good hand. He's come to the wicket with his side in trouble. And he's batted very well.
Short. And he's got that away. Backward a point again. It'll just be a couple. Steve Waugh's after it. He's got one over the top. He's decided he couldn't get him through along the ground, and that's exactly where it should have been hit. Over the top for 4.
Good batting from Brad Hodge. A little too much air there from Freddie Freedman, and he's come down and decided he's going to use the airspace. There's plenty of it at a cricket ground, you generally find, and that's intelligent batting.
And this one, he's really swatted it over the mid-off's head. Really flat bat shot. And Brad Hodge has decided now he's going to use his feet. He does that particularly well. He didn't really get to the pitch of it.
Hodge trying to get down the wicket, and that was a lovely shot. Wasn't quite to the pitch of the ball. but that was a quality shot, Barry. Like, he just sort of wasn't there and held it back a little bit and hit right in the middle.
Just shows you when you don't try and hit the ball too hard. This is just beautiful timing and beautiful placement. He's put it right between those two fielders. Short boundary, and it's raced away. That's a quality shot. One of the...
He goes wider on this occasion. That's put away nicely by Brad Hodge. He saw Simon Cook use the crease, dropped it in short, and just had so much time to swat it away for 4 runs.
It's almost like he knew it was coming, and perhaps he did, because he would have seen him bowl on a lot of occasions. I mean, I haven't seen Simon Cook bowl all that much, but that's something I've noticed in his bowling, and I think any smart batsman, and Brad Hodge has been playing very well this year, he would have noticed that.
Oh, lovely shot. Gee, he has played some glorious shots this afternoon, and that's a long boundary out there, but it has no trouble at all making it, and this has been a good over for him. Saw the pull shot and then finished it off with a very graceful cover drive.
Yes, classic on the up, really striking the ball well, Brad Hodge. Real contrast to Matthew Mott. He's played a very much a support role. Brad Hodge, 84 not out, and he's really played well. None better than this shot. On the up, picked out the gap, and that is a very long boundary.
So 17 to go, and let's hope we see it through. There it is. 100 to Brad Hodge. Lovely back cut for 2. Congratulations.
And his Victorian teammate Standers won, and so should. So another 100 to Brad Hodge. That's a very, very well compiled century. Shane Warne and the rest of the team out on the balcony there in front of the Victorian dressing room. Lovely back cut here off bowling of David Freedman. Just backward of point, just getting through those 2 New South Wales fieldsmen. So another milestone for Brad Hodge.
Well, it's a long hop, and he's got hold of that. That should be 4.
Yeah, well, Brad Hodge taking full toll.
Goes for the big hit straight down the ground, and that's well struck. Oh, and that's bowled. He's dragged it back on, looking for the big one. You could just see in the last couple of overs that Brad Hodge wanted to get right on with the game. You can tell from his shirt there, it is absolutely saturated with perspiration, and I think the weather there just sapping a lot of the energy out of him, and particularly the concentration. But what a good innings it's been by him. Fine 100.
Nice reward for Nathan Bracken too. We mentioned at the end of his last over that he's bowled well today, and that's a good reward for him. He's worked hard, done the right thing for his captain, bowled straight, kept the pressure on. He got his just rewards. But a fine innings for Brad Hodge, 120. Very important for not only his season, but his team's chances in the rest of this game.
Victoria 3 for 200.